Hi guys, so it's me and I'm feeding Kaya breakfast right now. I have to multitask or I will never get videos done. Today I wanted to actually talk to you guys about something that just recently happened to us. Not happened to us, but something that we recently did. We recently sold Kaya's old Kiko travel system and purchased a brand new convertible car seat for her because she has outgrown her Kiko car seat. What I wanted to talk to you guys about was that when I posted some stuff about that on my Facebook fan page the other day, a lot of people were surprised when I talked about an expiration date on the car seat. It is, I think, fairly irresponsible and immoral to try to sell an expired car seat when you know that it's expired, but a lot of people actually didn't know about the expiration date. Some people felt really terrible, thinking that they were terrible moms because they didn't know about an expiration date on their car seat, but to be completely honest with you, I had no clue about the expiration date until right before Kaya was born, when our pediatrician asked if I was going to be using the same car seat as I did for Wyatt for Kaya. I of course said yes because it was in great condition, and she said, well, what's the expiration date on it? Luckily, our expiration date wasn't until June 2016, so it still has 3 years on it, but I had no clue that car seats actually had expiration dates on it. Up until that point, my son was actually still using my daughter's old convertible car seat at my mom's house. He had a brand new one for here, but he was using the old one as a kind of, when my mom needed to take him somewhere. So after that, I started researching, the whole expiration date thing in car seats, and I found a bunch of websites that indeed agreed with the Highway State Patrol and all of that and transportation that yes, car seats do have expiration dates. Usually they are 6 years after manufacturer's date, not after your purchase date. So if you buy a car seat that is, say, an old model, like last year's model, make sure to check the expiration date, because that means instead of 6 years, it's probably 5 years, since it probably was not manufactured obviously in the same year since it was the previous year's model. With our Kiko travel system car seat, they had the expiration date on the bottom sticker where it would lock into the base on one of the sides. There is a blog post that I'm going to post underneath this video in the down bar if you want to check it out, that describes more things about the expiration date and where you can find them. But usually the good rule of thumb is 6 years after the manufacturer's date. So with that being said, when you go and sell your car seat or when you buy a used car seat, always make sure to ask about the expiration date. A lot of people are probably like, oh, expiration dates, they don't mean anything. That's just the baby company's way of selling more car seats. And I would usually tend to agree with that, except for I have experience with other material objects having expiration dates and knowing why they expire. So it does make sense. For instance, like a bike helmet. As you guys know, we're huge cyclists in our family, and bike helmets actually, you're supposed to replace them every year, every other year, depending on use. The reason behind that is because just like a car seat, they are made out of plastic and foam, styrofoam. Those things and pads can start to wear after use and after impact, whether you drop it on the ground or you bang your head on something or you do get in a crash, or weather, you're wearing your helmet outside in the cold and the rain and the heat. Same thing happens with a car seat. You leave it in your car, it gets exposed to heat, it gets exposed to cold, it gets exposed to being dropped with a heavy baby in it when you put it down on the ground. Every impact counts. With that being said, plastic deteriorates in weather. You look at your lawn chair furniture, obviously it's not made out of the same plastic, but it is still plastic, and after a while things wear and tear when it's outside. So with all of those things, you don't know and the manufacturers don't know how long that plastic will actually hold up before it breaks, and nobody wants to take that chance. So with that being said, if helmets need to be replaced every year to every 2 years because to protect your head safely, then it only makes sense that something like a car seat would as well. I know that some people can't afford car seats, new car seats for every kid, because they are or can be very, very expensive. We were lucky we bought the Safety First Air Protect. It's, I think, the 70 for Kaya. We're big fans of the product. We do have the 65 for Wyatt. We got it for him when he was 10 months old. That right now, I got it for $149 at Toys R Us, but then had a 20% off coupon, so that took it down another 20%, so that was $120 altogether. I sold my old travel system for $110 on Craigslist, so I only actually had to pay an extra $10. But like I said, when you buy or sell a used car seat, you want to be safe for everyone involved. For us, you know, I don't know necessarily, I don't know. I really pushed the girl who bought our car seat to check it out and look at it and asked her if she had any questions, but she kind of wanted to just get out of here, it felt like, and didn't really want to talk to me. But it surprised me how little she wanted to know about it. If I were buying a used car seat on Craigslist from somebody, I would want to know the expiration date, the manufacturer's date. I would want to know if it was in any accidents, and I would kind of want to know, you know, did you leave it in the car or did you bring it in and out of the house? We brought ours in and out of the house, and we were never in an accident, and I had the manufacturer's date and the expiration date on it. But like I said, I asked her if she wanted to look at it, and she had no interest in looking at it or asking any questions. So, you know, for her, she's lucky because someone like me was, you know, I wouldn't have sold it if I would have known it was in an accident or if it was expired. But not everybody is the same. Also, if you can't afford a car seat and you do need to go the used route, but you are ambivalent about the used route, but you really can't afford one, a lot of areas and counties have local programs. A lot of areas have local programs for car seats. If your family can afford it and you're eligible, you can get a free car seat. I've looked in actually quite a few different states, and a lot of them have them. Also, if you don't know how to install your car seat, a lot of your fire departments, if you call them, they can inspect them and do a free car seat inspection, or a lot of hospitals do that as well. So when it comes to car seats, every kid deserves to be in a safe car seat, no matter, you know, what their situation is, what the family situation is. I know that it seems really ridiculous to have to pay for a new car seat with every kid, especially like for me. I had Ava 5 years before I had Wyatt, so I couldn't really reuse a lot of her things, and you know, the bigger ticket items like the car seat travel system was something that I wanted to reuse, but I couldn't because they were so old and a lot of things had changed and they were expired. And even though that, you know, was kind of, you know, sucked, it still, you know, was worth it because, okay, new travel system's $300 and something. I've spent that much in makeup probably in the past 6 months. You know, so it's all relative. It really is all relative. It's something that your kid is going to be safe in. It's something that your kid is going to use and could potentially protect them in a fatal car accident. So I know people like saving money, but maybe the car seat isn't the area to save money in. And I'm not saying that you need to do, you know, like a fancy car seat by any means. We got a midline one, $120 for our car seat. You know, obviously there's the new Kiko one that adjusts from, you know, weight 5 to 70 pounds or something ridiculous like that. That's really cool and has all these little bells and whistles, and it's like $300. But there's also ones that are perfectly fine that are like only 100 or 80. So, you know, do your research. If you're, like I said, if you're buying used, make sure to ask your questions. If you're selling something to somebody, make sure to be honest and make sure that your, you know, system is in good condition, because some people won't ask. And if you really don't have money for a car seat or a good car seat and you're thinking about using an expired car seat because you don't have the money, check out your local programs. I looked in a lot of different areas. I looked in Michigan, I looked in Ohio, I looked in Illinois, I looked in Indiana, I looked in California, and then I think there's another state. But a lot of these states have these programs. So whether you Google local area car seat programs or things like that, just check them out, because, you know, whether it's your police station, your fire station, a hospital, or something, a lot of places just want to make sure your kid's safe. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go because I need to finish feeding Kaya, and I probably rambled on long enough about this. This is not me trying to stand on my soapbox saying this is what you need to do, and if you don't do it, you're a bad mother. This is not me saying, you know, this is not like a cloth diaper stance, or whether you baby wear or you don't baby wear, or whether you feed organic or you don't feed organic, or make your own baby food or don't make your own baby food. This is just me telling you something that is information out there right now that I was not knowledgeable to, and that I think a lot of people aren't, because I don't think it is common knowledge right now. And just for me to give you that information so you can do with it what you will. I don't think that, you know, I think everybody has a right to raise their kids the way that they want and do what they feel is best, but I felt like because I knew this and I knew a lot of other people didn't know this, it was my obligation to at least tell you guys. So I will talk to you guys all later. I have Kaya's 7-month update coming up. It's a little bit late like usual. I don't know, I have some other ideas for videos. I'm going to do an ergo video because I've had some requests for that, and I'm going to do a declutter video as well because we are recently, well, tomorrow our bulk pickup is coming and we are getting rid of a lot of stuff. There's already stuff on our curbside and people have started to pick it up, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. Hey guys, so my hair is just disgusting. I washed it, it's the morning, and I haven't dried it. But I'm going to take you guys outside real quick to show you our car seats, the setup. Like I said, we have one kid rear facing and one kid forward facing. So I'm gonna go show you guys what it looks like in our van and how it all fits together, and yeah. Okay, so there is some yard work going on behind me, but this is Wyatt. As you can see, it's quite worn and gross because he's a toddler and he eats in it. And then I think this is the newer version is what we got for Kaya. And they didn't have the purple one that I wanted. It had like, right here it had a purple design. It was sold out everywhere, but they did have the a pink one, and it was the same price. It was cheaper. It was $149 like I said, and then with my coupon it was $120. So I didn't really care. It's girly enough. I don't know why I got a girly color. I think it's because I know she's gonna be in it for the next like 5 years. So I don't know. I wanted it to be different than Wyatt's, so to speak. They both came with like these little infant inserts that come out. Obviously, Wyatt doesn't have his in anymore. I actually don't know where his are. I'm not planning on really reselling these because again, car seats go through wear and tear, and they're gonna be in these for a long time. So. There they are. That's how that one fits rear facing. Obviously, this is not the infant rear facing. The infant rear facing would have to be more horizontal, as you can tell. There are these lines right here, rear facing. This is what this says. You can't see it, but this says rear facing 5 to 22 pounds. This needs to be reclined to the ground level, and then that is the most upright level that it can be for any kid between 22 and 40 pounds. Kaya is between the 22 and 40 pounds, so that is why it's a little bit more upright. She can sit unassisted. That's another one of the requirements for this line to be the horizontal. So if it is an infant, it has to be a lot more this way than what ours is right now. So just keep that in mind with your car seat. A lot of people are surprised that convertible car seats that are rear facing have to be so horizontal. So if you go to Babies R Us, they are really good about letting you use their display models to put in your car, because you never know. Like, we have a Honda Odyssey and this takes up a lot of space. So ours rear facing, this one right here, fit into our Audi that we used to have in the middle seat. But like I said, go to Babies R Us and they will usually let you take out the display models and they'll help you install them in your car to see if they fit before you purchase them. I know my brother and sister-in-law spent hours at Babies R Us trying to figure out which one that best fit. So yeah, keep that in mind, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Bye. Oh, so now the lighting works for us. Say hi.